It's taking its time. There we go. Right, let's go. Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. And if you're new to Let's Talk Music, welcome. I don't really have too much of an update from the last video because this is going up a couple of days after my last video. Do go check that out. If you want to know why I started Let's Talk Music, definitely go check it out for that. I have some guests on tonight, which is pretty exciting. First interview for 2023. Look at that. That's it really, I think. So I think I'll delve straight into the guys I've got on tonight. So did you guys want to introduce yourselves?
Yeah, why not? Let's do that. We're Madsimple. We're four lovely lads from the south coast, Bournemouth. We've been strutting our stuff for a couple of years, but we've now solidified the lineup with a Fab Four, and yeah, this is going to be a big year for us. We hope we've just making some big strides, and thanks for having us on so we can tell you about what plans we got.
Yeah, absolutely. I love having people want to just chat along, get some stuff out there, and yeah. So I like to, before I jump into band related questions, I like to start a bit of an icebreaker. Some people hate this question, some people love it, but we'll roll with it. So if you could describe your personality as a colour, what would it be and why? And you can either do that collectively as a band or you can do it separately. It's up to you.
Who wants to go first?
I don't know what to say, to be honest.
I don't mind going first, to be fair.
Johnny,
yeah,
go.
I'll say this one for the team. I would say probably green. I'd say I'm quite an outdoorsy person, so I think green, nature. That's what I'm going with.
Cool.
I would describe myself as blue, because I love travelling. I'm a bit of a gypsy like that, and across the sea into the skies. So I'm going to go with blue. I'm also a bit of an emotional person, so I can also get a little bit, sentimental, but a sort of an electric blue, I'd say. Not all depressing. So they're both kinds of blue, I'd say. Yeah.
Cool.
I was going to go blue, so I'll have to change.
You can both go blue if you want.
Yeah, I'll go red, as it's sort of our theme at the moment as a band is it's red. And I've always liked the colour red, mainly like sort of darker reds. Usually associated with, I guess, anger and rage and dark things, but I don't know. I just like the colour red, I guess.
It's pretty accurate. So yeah.
Well, me myself, I was going to go for red as well. So Brad, thank you very much. As a matter of fact, I'm wearing red now because it's my most favourite colour. It has always been. I don't really symbolise it with anything, but it's just a colour that I've liked for the whole of my life, and yeah.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
I love hearing people's answers to this. I've had purple a lot. Purple comes up a lot. Black comes up a lot because they're trying to be that cool, rock band, and they're like black. It's a nice one to start with. I think I'm going to start changing it up a little bit now, though. But it was nice to start with that. So can we just quickly fire and go round, and can you tell us what you do/play in the band, if that's okay? I don't know where you start, but yeah.
I sing and play rhythm guitar. I'm Craig.
I'm Brad. I play lead guitar.
Are you going, Josh, or am I going?
So I was going to say, if you want to go first. For me.
Cool. Yeah, I don't mind. So my name's Johnny. I'm the drummer of the band.
Best instrument ever. Yeah.
My name is Josh, and I bass.
Amazing, great. I forget I don't do that with some bands sometimes, and then people are like, what? I want to know. And I'm like, oh yeah, maybe I should actually just fire that around. That's cool. So you guys have been really busy. You've got you've just brought out a single. How's that feel?
Amazing.
Yes, it's pretty incredible. Like it's been it's taken a bit more time than we'd have liked. So there's also relief, I think, as well. And we've been sort of teasing ourselves and everyone in a strange non-sexual way, which is well, in the end, we haven't all just sort of built up too much excitement. So, but we have. So yeah, very good. Feel very good about it.
No, that's good. That's there's a lot of music coming out at the moment. Towards the end of last year / beginning of this year, I think everyone's just bringing stuff out, and I think that's I think obviously that's what like I want to spread, hence that sort of music really. So yeah, and it's a really good song. I really enjoy it, and I'm not just saying that because but yeah, it is really good. So well done on that. So, other than music, do you guys have any other hobbies?
Hobbies. Quite a sporty person. Always played football, cricket, and just a lot of team sports. Really, I'd probably say that's my other hobby. Just doing a bit of that.
Yeah, I'd say the same as Craig. Really, the kind of sporty, like tennis for me, or swimming, cycling, triathlons, that sort of stuff.
That's cool. Anyone?
Well, I'm not really that sporty, but the one sport I do like is basketball, which I follow quite closely. Follow the NBA and yeah, sort of keep up with that, watching games and reading news stories and articles and stuff.
That's cool.
Me myself, I'm not really a sporty person, but I don't mind baseball. You know, that type of stuff. What else? I do like watching England play when the tournaments are on. That as well, and well, a hobby for myself is I just like, collect videos of bands and that stuff. It's something that I got into a while ago, and it's, as a matter of fact, the my dad used to record all these bands off the off the TV back in the day on the old, VCR, and I've had a look at them. Some really good stuff on there, and it's got me interested. And in my own spare time, I just look at them and edit them as well. Just something. It's my own therapy, basically.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's cool. So, my main question really for you guys is, why music? Like, what got you into music? Where did it come from?
Well, my earliest memories singing like mad with my family in the back of a car on long car journeys and trying to out sing each other and remember the words, and sort of used to be in the choir when I was a kid, when I was dragged along to church. That's the only part I enjoyed. It's just a long way back really. I didn't actually get into music seriously till a lot later in life, but always found it fun and I always gravitated towards it, and dancing, singing, whatever really. So it's always been there. Yeah,
that's cool.
I'd say for me, like I grew up, my parents were very like into like 50s 60s kind of like rock and roll music, and they had like an old school 10 like record player and loads of records for that. So I used to spend like my youth kind of on those, like playing around with those when they'd let me. And then I kind of transitioned to growing up on a diet of like Kerrang and Scuzz, like after school. I'd like come back and listen to that. And I think that's what transitioned me over to drums. I like listening to some cool bands. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, obviously I used to be obsessed with music channels when I was younger as well, just watching hours and hours of music videos. Most of them are just the same videos on repeat. Then started developing my own music taste sort of later, and sort of diversifying and getting into different genres. But I've been playing guitar since I was 12, so I've been just go through sort of navigating different genres via the guitar basically.
That's cool.
Myself, I got into music through my dad. When I was a kid, I did actually play a bit of music. I used to learn the drums, but I wasn't really fully into it. It wasn't until later on I realised myself that, maybe I should start listening to the Ramones, basically. That was the first, breakthrough for me getting into music. And after that was like The Damned, Sex Pistols. And my first music taste basically was punk. I was bit into pop music when I was a kid, but not like fully into music at all. Some of it's nostalgic to me, all like stuff from the 2000s. What else? Basically, later on in life, my tastes have adapted. Gotten into other genres and like rockabilly, Britpop. What else? Of course, indie. If it hadn't been for the Strokes, then I don't think I would have been in this band at all. And yeah, it's the main thing.
No, that's cool. Yeah, so my love of music. I started when I was 11 playing drums. But yeah, before that I was actually if you watch my other video before this, which is how Let's Talk Music started, I was actually a bit of a theatre kid. But yeah. But then I started playing drums a little bit and then discovered that I love playing drums, probably not that great, but I love music, so I wanted to do something else. And then Let's Talk Music.
I went to bass because I found it more easier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So where did the name come from? Is there a story behind that? Is there? Come on.
I'm going to avoid this question because I don't know the answer.
You lot came up with the band names, not me.
Let's
I was suggesting a different name, and I said, well, the name has to be sort of Madsimple, and then I was like, actually, Madsimple's not bad. So we just stuck with it.
Oh, fair enough. It's a cool name for a name that came out that quite simply. No, that's kind of cool. Sometimes I get really like mad stories about where the name come from for their band, like people's bands, and I'm like, okay. And sometimes it's just like, I don't know. Google generate or whatever, do you know what I mean? So
we did try that and we just hated every single one. It became actually got a bit the fights have got to break out a little bit because the names were just getting so bad. But how the hell can you suggest that? That's just awful. The internet, and they are dreadful. So in the end, it just came out of nothing, and it was a relief because we spent too much time talking about names, really.
I try to be a bit cool with the band name because the Foo Fighters, they got their name from a World War II slang. Foo Fighter stands for UFO, and I try to look for World War II slang words, and I came up with one bedpan commando. No one liked it.
No.
So, okay, so moving on. What do you guys have any like influences or any people that you're like really like those, or like does the band have any or just as individuals?
Say as soon as like the current sound, it would be Queens of the Stone Age meets Royal Blood, and the Foo Fighters. They sort of all had a drink together, they party, and didn't stop partying. Maybe the song Nicotine, Valium, Ecstasy, and Alcohol isn't the exact description, but it's a pretty damn good song, Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. Have you done any gigs in the last year that have really stuck out for you, and if so, why? Or if not, then
I think the Joiner show in Southampton was it May, guys? May time?
Yeah, early May also. Then after that we did Chapman's on May the 27th.
yeah, that's a good point actually. We did 2 top shows like back to back, and then it sort of reaffirmed what we were doing. Even though Johnny wasn't a member at the time, we just thought, even though we were sort of struggling to get a firm lineup, we had a really good response. Just sort of thought, right, we definitely need to crack at this, and I basically need to get on my knees and beg my old drummer to join the band, and thankfully he didn't let me beg too hard.
Yeah, no. I find that with bands, the member they struggle to find as drummers. It's not just like I've heard it more than once.
Rare old breed, I would say. Yeah.
Yeah.
But well, a decent drummer is hard to find, but there are drummers out there. But it's just in general trying to get other, members together, like a guitarist. It's just either someone doesn't want to do it anymore, or just you don't get anything back when you getting hold with someone. Vice versa.
So on that note, then, do you have any advice for budding musicians out there?
I think it's a lot of it to do is advice. I think there's a handbook, because it's hard to put it to everyone, but you just got to have self belief, motivation, and a lot of words after self sort of hyphen really, and it sounds a bit sort of monotonous in a way in that respect, but you've got to believe in yourself and reaffirm why you're doing it. And if you can get credit or from whoever that might be, critical, or for his friends, family, great, but at the end of the day it needs to sort of resound upon yourself. I don't know. Well, I haven't done that much in music, so maybe not the right person to ask. But for me, what I look back on myself in the mirror, in the mirror, and say, this is going somewhere, and helps me spurs me on a bit. I'd say, little goals. Try not to run a marathon straight away, but sort of see things are going in the right direction, I suppose.
Yeah, no, that's good.
What's happening?
Is it frozen?
What the hell's happening? I think a dodgy line here.
Oh, is there?
I'm here. Is everyone here?
Everyone else okay?
I'm fine.
Okay now.
Yeah,
Okay.
All good. Okay, cool. Want to move on? Are we all good?
Well, me myself, I just say, keep on rocking in the free world, and keep at it.
Absolutely.
I've got experience, so at the moment, until say like 5 years later, maybe I'd have more to say.
Yeah, fair enough.
One person I do know who's made it in music, and I actually asked him this question. I'm not going to mention names, and I was actually initially quite disappointed with his answer, because I wanted the golden ticket. His response was, if it's good music and you put it out there, it will be found. And I was like, oh great. I thought I'm not been found. Cheers, thanks for that. But actually, you can spend a lot of time obsessing over things that aren't important, and then actually it maybe made us realise, let's write a bloody good song, a really good song. And if it's quite good, let's go to every detail to make it the best possible version of itself, whether it's melody, lyrics, tricks and hit and whatever, keep at it, and then get that golden ticket for the golden song.
Yeah, that's cool. So before I kind of wrap this interview up with like what you guys have got coming next, where we can find you and stuff, I've never actually done this before, but is there anything you want to ask me? If not, we'll keep on.
Do you still play drums now?
I do. Not like in a band or anything, but yeah, I do. I recently got back into it. I one day was just like, I hadn't played drums in a good few years, and I just was like, I'm just gonna go and buy myself some drumsticks, and I booked like a practice studio and just started drumming again. Yeah. So yeah, I do.
Cool.
Is drums the only thing that you're, doing, as an instrument, into?
As an instrument, yeah. I mean, I do a bit of singing, because I still do a little bit of theatre stuff. But yeah, as an instrument, yeah, drums is the only thing.
Cool.
Cool. So let's wrap up the interview a little bit. So as I've said to other bands before, I like to keep these interviews not too long, because people have the attention span of nothing. As we know with TikTok, where people just scroll through. But what have you got coming next? Where can people find you? Yeah, all that jazz.
We've been quite organised, where a lot of our accounts are at Madsimple Band, which was a great idea from Brad.
Yeah.
We are on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, all the big hitters on the old streaming services, which are there, and that's where you can find us. Yeah,
that's cool. So yeah, and obviously check out your guys' stuff on Spotify, your new single. It's really good. Hopefully we can work together at some point. Got some gigs coming up myself that maybe we can work on together at some point. Thank you guys for coming on. Yeah. Thank you guys at home for watching. Just to say, for you guys watching at home, I am going to be at the Legends on Tour gig on the weekend, 27th, 28th, Broadstone Memorial Hall in Poole. I'm going on the Saturday, if you want to come say hi. There's some great bands playing both days, so if you can get down both days, please do. Yeah, I'll be down there the Saturday. I don't really have any other updates apart from that. And confirmed date for Rock Beats Cancer 2023 is June the 3rd at Four Horsemen in Bournemouth. I will be talking more about that in my next video, so do stay tuned for that. Again, thanks Madsimple for coming on, all of you. First time I've done it with a band who've come on separately, which is quite nice actually. Yeah, and I hope, is there anything you guys want to say before I wrap up my video at all?
Yeah, I'll just say thanks for putting up with us. It is a bit odd having all four and everything, but we're all busy rocking and working and doing our thing. But it's great to talk and similar-minded people and everything. And yeah, great channel, and keep up the good work.
Cool. Yeah, no, honestly, thank you for coming on. I appreciate it as much as, this is hopefully going to help you guys. But yeah, this is what Let's Talk Music is all about. It's just about sharing the love of music, especially like local and upcoming music, which is quite a passion of mine, hence making the channel. So yeah, thanks for coming on again. And you guys watching at home, keep subscribing, commenting, following. Go and follow these guys. Go and check them out. If there's ever a gig coming up as well, guys, do send me the details and I'll share it on my page. And that's it really. So till next time, keep on playing and keep on listening, and I'll see you soon.